American League versus National League. It's going to be the Cleveland Indians taking on the Chicago Cubs in Chicago Wrigley Field. Only on 2K Sports.
Parthenosis trispidata. Oh, yeah, it is Boston Ivy. Welcome, everybody. Wrigley Field is the site. How would you describe him? Well, for one thing, he puts up the W's. That is Brett Myers. He'll be starting today. Great to be with you. 2K Sports presents Tuesday afternoon baseball. There's starter Edwin Jackson. Steve, as he faces these Cleveland hitters, primary emphasis is what?
Well, for Edwin Jackson, you have to be prepared for the hard stuff, the fastball and the slider.
Now we'll take a look at the Indians' offense. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Keep an eye on Drew Stubbs, one of the most exciting players in the game today. Big guy. He has power. He has speed. He has the ability to be a 30-30 guy if he can cut back on his strikeouts.
Leadoff hitter Drew Stubbs gets us started.
For the Cleveland Indians, center fielder, number 6, Drew Stubbs.
Called strike. Jackson's got him 0-1.
You know, with an 0-1 count, we usually see him go with the heater. Sometimes he goes against grain, but I think you have to go with the trend.
Good eye by Drew Stubbs. Stays away, and it evens the count. Lifetime, he's got a 285 average off the Cubs. Hit foul by Stubbs. Jackson winds up 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2.
That misses the strike zone away to even things at 2. He swings now and really hit that. One away. Got a chance to check out the Cubs defense as they're out on the field. So John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, Starlin Castro, when you have youth, you have inconsistency. But what you see is this guy has a chance to be a special player. He can do a lot of different things. What he has to do, though, is be more consistent with his defense. He needs to make the routine play more often instead of making careless errors. And when he does that, you're going to have to look at him as one of the best shortstops in this game.
And he is safe at first. He's on board.
Well, the pitcher did everything he could right here. He got the ground ball like he wanted. But you see this runner, man, once he left the box, he is flying, and he beats this one out.
And Cabrera settles in. He swings and drives this one. 2 away. And he'll go back to first.
Now batting for the Cleveland Indians, catcher.
It's Carlos Santana at the plate with 2 down. Just 1 for 5 lifetime off Edwin Jackson. There's a swing and a smash. And the side's retired. Jackson on the catch. He heads off. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. And the Cubs, their first chance coming up.
Now batting for the Chicago.
Here's a look at Cleveland's starter. As he gets into this Cub lineup, Steve, what are we talking about strategy?
Well, it's going to be to command that 12-6 breaking ball. For Brett Myers, that's his out pitch. Locate the fastball and then throw the curveball off of that same plane to get a swing and a miss.
The pitch. The 0-1 delivery, curve, swung on and missed, 0-2.
Yeah, Gary, if I'm the pitcher in this situation, I'm going with the slider and trying to strike him out.
Big swing and a miss and a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Well, they made that one look easy, huh? I mean, look at 3 pitches and a strikeout.
Here's the lineup for the Cubbies. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, a guy whose skills have diminished considerably, Alfonso Soriano, doesn't run like he used to. Was a 30 stolen base guy pretty much every year early in his career, but the pop is still there in the bat. Make a mistake, Soriano can still take you out of the ballpark.
And Myers gets him swinging for the first strike.
Well, the Indians were surprising in 2011 early on, but in the end, it was their road record that was the Achilles heel. They just couldn't get it done away from Progressive Field.
And it's a called strike to Barney. Cleveland struggles on the road. Steve was talking about primarily pitching, as the ERA ended up about 4.5, John.
Yeah, down near the bottom of the league in that category. Pretty much been a sore spot for them the last few years running. Something they definitely need to improve on if they're going to get to that next level.
Fastball got him, 2 down.
We've got a second now to see the 4-seam fastball in KK.
44.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, the pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K. You know he's throwing gas out there.
Here's a look at the defensive alignment for the Tribe. John, scouting anyone here?
Well, Carlos Santana is a fantastic athlete behind the plate. You don't say that much about catchers, but he really is. Unbelievable feet, unbelievable arm, and the way he can use his glove, he uses it like a first baseman. He might be moved to first base someday, and when he does, he'll make that transition as easily as he has to the position of catcher.
And Myers gets him swinging for the first strike.
Was a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
Oh, man, there's the big bender. Struck him outside, retired. It goes quickly for Brett Myers. 1, 2, 3. An impressive start. He tallies 3 strikeouts. That should motivate those bats coming up. And we'll see the Indians next. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. And it's Mike Reynolds now to lead it off. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Reynolds.
Coming to bat for the Cleveland
Well, a good
Indians.
start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
And Nick Swisher at the plate, runner at first. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
And you can see that 4-seam fast
Towards the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Swisher. Now Cleveland, here's the chance they want.
Left fielder, number 23, Michael Brett.
Swisher's on at first. Second base runner is Reynolds. No luck that time for Jackson. He misses inside. Ready with a 1-0. And that swung on and hit. Sherholtz is going to be there to play it. One away now. Reynolds heading to third. You're out at third as they tag him.
Beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. It's Lonnie Chisenhall at the plate. There are 2 down. He's gone 1 for 2 lifetime against Jackson. Here it comes. Fouled away. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That'll do it as they put that one away. And so Edwin Jackson heads to the dugout. Nothing doing in the first 2. Goose eggs on the board for him. And now on to the...
For the Chicago Cubs.
And here's Alfonso Soriano leading it off.
Alfonso Soriano.
There's a strike from Myers. Now an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Soriano going to have to be careful here.
A lot of times when you try to overswing, a lot of times it slows your bat down. That's what happened here. That's why that 2-seamer got by him.
Big swing and a miss for Soriano. Strike 3. He's out of there.
Here's the cutter coming at you.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
And Starlin Castro will dig in with 1 out. Lined up the middle, fielded by Cabrera.
He's out.
2 away.
For the Chicago Cubs.
What happened to the friendly confines, Steve, of Wrigley Field? 39 and 41. Yeah, it was an improvement, but you got to do better now.
Well, the one thing I'll say, though, the fans don't seem to care. It's a party, and it just happens to be a ball game on the field. They still had fun.
It's going to be Sherholtz now.
Strike 1!
Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. That is a strike. Brett Myers, 0-2.
Well, he's in trouble right here, Gary, and he knows it. He knows he gets a little overly aggressive on the 0-2 pitch. Let's see how good a pitch they give him. You're out.
Slider called. Strike 3. Side is retired. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitches. Both teams still looking for their first run in Chicago.
Plate for the Cleveland Indians.
And Myers settles in. He's getting his first look at the plate.
Brett Myers.
It's fouled off.
Oh!
Here's the pitch. A swing line to left center. And in there. Base hit. Opposing pitcher, man, is tough to take when you're on the mound. And that'll bring up Drew Stubbs.
Gary may have surprised himself right there. Good piece of hitting by the pitcher. Hey, nothing like giving yourself a little offensive support.
Flew out last time. Here's the first pitch. Swings, clobbers this one. Deep left center field. Goodbye, home run, Indians. Oh, did he sock that one? Indians are on the scoreboard. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like that.
That's the right offensive approach from Cleveland. Getting pitches they can hit and capitalizing on it. Now they're going to see if they can't keep adding to it.
That one lofted in the air. And it is going to be a foul ball. And he fouls another one off. And the home run there, Steve, the pitching's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
That one's low as Kipnis lays off. Swing, a ball hit high in the air, deep to left field. Out of here, goodbye home run. The 2-run lead is turned into a 3-run ball game after that solo shot and a great swing.
They just have not been able to contain this Cleveland offense today, Gary.
For 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
And he starts Cabrera out. Here's a ground ball. Stewart. So Cabrera is set down.
Catcher number 41.
And Santana's in the box.
Well, after a shortened look of what he could do in 2010, we were treated to a full season from Carlos Santana in 2011. Didn't put up real eye-popping numbers.
Here's a swing, a ball hit high in the air, way back there. See ya, that ball is out of here, and Cleveland continues to pile on the runs. This game now a 4-run ball game. The solo home run adding to that lead. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want. Now, Gary, this offense has just been in control right here. Extending the lead, going to make it much more difficult to catch him later.
He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
Number 33, Nick Swisher.
And it's Nick Swisher in the box now. Base hit his last time. Jackson with the delivery. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. And a treat here for them. 4 runs across in the third. That's a big lead courtesy of the big-time pitching breakdown. The Indians on top 4-0. It'll be the bottom third of the order coming to the plate. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Going to be Castillo now. That's on that off-speed pitch, but can't connect. 0-1.
Well, the hitters are going to have to be ready for that long arching curveball because he can locate that pitch and throw it at just about any time of the count for a strike.
That is a strike. Brett Myers, 0-2. Talk about him throwing it at any time, Steve. He'll do that on a pitch where he's trying to get a strikeout.
Yeah, he's made a career of being able to throw that 12-6 curveball, and the only thing you can do, the only way you hit it is to look for it. Otherwise, take it. Now, K-Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour with some pretty good break.
One away as Ian Stewart will get set. Lifetime, he's picked up no hits in one at-bat off Brett Myers. Takes that high one for a strike. 0-1.
Well, now that he's in the hole and behind, I suspect we're going to see a heater coming in there.
Strike 2, Ian Stewart. You're going to have to be careful now. Big swing and a miss. Ian Stewart. He's out of there. Strike 3.
Well, it's a huge breaking ball at 78 miles per hour.
This is a tough pitch to handle, but he takes the swings anyway.
Johnny had to do that, right?
Well, it would have been a strike regardless, but sometimes you got to make the pitcher work a little bit harder out there for the good of the team.
It's going to be Jackson now. The pitch from Myers. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball. 0-1. He delivers. Swing and a miss, and he's behind on the count. 0-2. Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. Nothing doing here in this half inning. No production yet from the Cubs.